Hi friends, today we're going to do my less than 10-minute writing exercise that will improve your writing by expanding your vocabulary. I've selected 3 words for us to play around with our writing. We're going to create 2 sentences each for each word. Of course, it depends on if they're more than, say, a noun or an adjective. Then, of course, we'll do extra sentences. But we're going to do this in order to put these words into context so we can better understand them. We can play around with them with our writing a little bit, have a little fun. I love doing this exercise. I love looking up words, especially words that resonate with me, and I want to use them in my writing, whether it be a short story or a novel or whatever. And I hope you, as a creative writer, take the time to peruse the dictionary and just kind of have fun and just seek out words that that you find interesting, that you want to use in your writing. Anyway, 3 words I have selected today for us to play around with our writing are incantation, gnarled, and decorous. Incantation, gnarled, and decorous. We're going to use each one of these words in a couple sentences and just play around with them. I'll give you general definitions, but I've also included links below to Merriam-Webster's website so you can get the formal definitions and pronunciation and all that good stuff. Anyway, let's get started with incantation. And I'm going to write, let me start out with a couple sentences for incantation. Incantation, by the way, is a noun, a word that represents a person, place, or a thing, and it means spoken spell. All right, incantation. Here we go. All right, this first sentence using incantation is pretty straightforward. The witch's incantation turned the boy into a toad. Okay. So we can imagine this witch casts a spell, this spoken spell, this incantation that turned this boy into a toad. All right, let me try incantation in another sentence and just sort of play around with it. All right, here is a second sentence using incantation. The old neighbor woman who disliked everyone spewed out incoherent incantations every time someone walked past her house. So when apparently she doesn't like people coming around, she's kind of a loner, lives by herself. This old woman who apparently is very antisocial. But when people come by her house, she spews out, she probably yells out these incoherent incantations. Now I'm using incoherent meaning where you can't understand what she's exactly saying, but she's saying these incantations when people come around her house. All right, let's move on to gnarled. And gnarled is an adjective, a word that describes. And gnarled means full of knots. All right, let's use gnarled in a sentence. All right, here is my first sentence using gnarled. The old man sat asleep on the porch in a rocking chair with his gnarled hands in his lap. We can all imagine this, some old man sitting on his porch asleep, or sleeping on his porch, and he's got his hands in his laps, and you can imagine him with these old, weathered, gnarled hands from a lifetime of hard work or labor, and just he's just taking a nap. But anyway, his hands are gnarled. We're describing the type of hands he has. All right, let's use gnarled in a second sentence. All right, here's my second sentence for gnarled. The children climbed the old tree's gnarled branches. So we're describing the types of branches. These are gnarled branches. And anyway, we can imagine some really type of tree that kids like to climb that has the branches low and they're just going all over the place and curling and having kind of lots of twists. So they're gnarled. All right. Let's move on to our last word, decorous. And decorous is also an adjective, a word that describes, and it means good taste or proper. All right. Here's my first sentence using decorous. Okay, here's what I've got for decorous. He often sought his older brother's decorous advice on how to dress appropriately. So apparently this younger of the two brothers is seeking his older brother's decorous, good taste, proper advice on how he should dress. Apparently he's got some event or some formal thing he's going to, and he wants to dress appropriately. All right, let's try another sentence using decorous. All right, here's what I've got for my second sentence using decorous. He was thankful for his wife's decorous table setting etiquette as they were hosting a dinner with his boss and his wife. All right, this fellow, his boss and his wife are coming over for a formal, a dinner, a really nice dinner they want to put together to have with this guy's boss. So this man is thankful for his wife's decorous table setting etiquette. So she really knows how to throw a formal dinner party. She knows how to set the table so everything is beautiful and elegant and it's proper, has good taste. That is what decorous means. Anyway, I hope you've come up with some interesting sentences. If you'd like to post them below, please do. If you enjoyed this writing exercise, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and happy writing.